Recorded live.
B is for boss, A is for alright, U is for uncontrollable, B is for bizarre. Put it together and what have you got? B-A-U-E Radio.
Look who's living in the Big Brother house.
My name's Jordan and I'm 22 years old. I work at Strike City. I've lived in Charlotte since I was 3. I think I am fun. I think I'm outgoing. I'm goofy, very outspoken. I just got my boobs done so they're pretty because before they were ugly. I was fat when I was little, and I was a tomboy. I played football with all the guys, and then I got thinner as I got older, and then my mom told me I needed to start acting like a girl. I was an ABC D student in high school. I got a D in aerobics. Are you kidding me? How do you get a D in aerobics? Look at me. I don't mind wrestling, boys. I've done it before, and I'll do it again. Expect the unexpected with me. We will definitely have fun. If I'm the first one eliminated, I'm going to be really mad.
I'm Jeff, I'm 31, and I'm in advertising sales. I grew up playing sports, but football was definitely the thing that I excelled in and I played in college. But I'm definitely a competitive guy. And when I'm in a situation, I definitely like to be the leader. I'm pretty. What? So that might help me out a little bit. I wear my heart and my emotions on my sleeve. There's no hiding it. I like to cuddle. Yeah, I am a sensitive guy. I'm single, looking for a little showman, so bring it on. The people who get on my nerves the most are whiny people. Quit your whining. This is war, man. Bring it. Expect the unexpected from me.
Had to wait for the heartbeat there at the end because my heart is beating so fast right now. Ryan, I'm so stressed out. How are you?
I am great. I'm so excited. And more than I am excited for Jeff and Jordan tonight, I'm so excited for how many people are listening to your show right now.
Is this not the most insane thing? I mean...
the craziest day. You know what it reminds me of? I've been watching your whole day, like, as you've gone through it. It reminds me of the day that Michael Buckley had me on his show. And I was getting like 8 new subscriptions to my YouTube channel like every minute throughout the whole day. I know what the feeling's like. It's like overwhelming and it's fun for like the first hour and then it just becomes like total like pandemonium. You don't even know how to keep up. It's really fun.
It is crazy. I know. Well, and it's so like all day long. Everyone has been so awesome. I want to give shout outs to everybody. I can tell what's happening right now because I'm watching the number drop so quickly. Everyone's trying to refresh their pages. So that's why everyone, I'm going to send a little message to the chat room saying, don't worry, you won't miss anything. Ryan and I will just spend a few moments catching up while you guys get your audio figured out.
That's so funny. That is so funny.
No, but so seriously, I woke up this morning and, first of all, I stayed up until 4:30 last night completely doing a whole brand new website because I was like, I needed a new website because I knew I was going to have a lot of traffic. I don't think I knew I was going to have this much traffic, however. Right. And starting first thing this morning, there were people in the chat room. And it started with like 4 or 5 people. And I'm like, oh, they must just be clicking on and looking around and whatnot. And then a little more time passed, and because I've also been trying to update the website and stuff throughout the day, trying to tweak it here and there, and I was off doing other things, and I actually do work during the day. And I would check back in, and then suddenly there were like 20 people sitting in the chat room chatting. And I was like,
crazy.
Wow. Yeah, they were actually talking to each other. And I swear to God, about every half an hour or so, I would get like another 10 to 20 people. And
I went in at I think 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, just said hi to the people who were in there. I was like, hi guys.
Yeah, and before you knew it, it was like it just kept getting like more and more, and probably since about 2 o'clock, there've been averaging about 100 people in the chat room, and just chatting, and they've just been waiting because they love their Jeff and Jordan.
I know. Don't we all?
I'm trying to I'm trying to give everybody. I'm like trying to. There's all these chat rooms because there's the chat room that comes with TalkShoe that I try not to use, but everyone's saying that I'm starting to see a lot of I hear it now. Again, you guys haven't missed anything. What you might miss is what I'm going to say right now. Ryan, you were just in San Francisco this weekend. First of all, for everybody who doesn't know, Ryan O'Connor is my co-host this evening. I have a different co-host every week, and Ryan O'Connor does a show on YouTube. It's called The Ryan O'Connor Show, and it's just how would you describe it?
I call it a web chat show because I feel like that doesn't pigeonhole me into talking about anything specific. But it's more, it's mostly pop culture stuff. I kind of shoot my mouth off, daily rants about whatever catches my eye in the world of pop culture. A lot of theater talk, a lot of TV talk, a lot of reality TV talk, a lot of Big Brother talk during Big Brother season, and all sorts of things. I talk about Whitney Houston a lot. I talk about all sorts of things. I'm on the endless search. I'm always trying to get on Oprah. But I will say I do like that this is the third time I've been on the Baub Show. That's a good consolation prize. 3 times on the Baub Show equals almost 1 time on Oprah.
Practically.
My third time. 4th if you count the time you had me do the test, the sound test with Haley.
Oh, that's right. You and Haley Duff called in and did a little test. I used to get so upset because when Lance Bass was on the show, and I had a horrible sound. I had huge sound issues. Oh, but we've come so far. But now on top of your show, you're big into Broadway stuff, and you and I haven't spoken since you did your first show with Miranda Sings. And now, were you not just in San Francisco this last weekend also?
Did, yeah.
Doing another show with Miranda?
Yeah, we did back at the beginning of September, internet sensation Miranda Sings and I did this cabaret show together. And we sold it out, and it was a huge hit, and they asked us to come back. So this Friday we went back and did it again. It was so much fun, like a lot of, repeat people and a lot of new people, and it's really fun working with her. We've really found a nice groove. It's nice because I tend to be a little wacky, and what's fun with her is that I get to be a little bit more the straight man,
No pun intended.
No pun intended at all. But it's really fun to work with her like that, and she's just awesome and hilarious, and we have a really good time. And plus, it's it's a free vacation to San Francisco, which I love. I love that city.
It's not one of my favorites, but I know the cheese stands alone on that one. So,
yeah, it's one of those cities that people are one way or the other about. You either love it or you hate it. Yeah,
most people that I grew up there, and everybody just loves it. So, I can take it or leave it. I have a fondness for it, but it's kind of like a family member where it's like you have a love for them, but you wouldn't be friends with them if you knew each other outside of the family.
I'm surprised when you were single you didn't love it the way that I do, because that is a gay community that appreciates their big men. They love their big men.
Yeah, you know what? I think I was too young. When I moved away there, I moved to LA when I was 22. So I think I was just not getting on the scene and establishing my size in the community.
No pun intended.
Exactly.
That's funny.
For everybody who's asking, Jeff and Jordan are not here with me. They're going to be calling in a few minutes. They're not on the phone yet, so everyone, we're just casually chilling and hanging out, and they'll be
Because it's
they'll
radio,
be
I can pretend I'm as hot as Jeff and Jordan.
You know what? I think even with radio, I would never pretend to be as hot as them.
Sure.
I mean, Jeff, and you know what? And I had dinner with Jeff a couple weeks ago, and he really is that good looking. And you know, she is such a little doll. And they called me. Jordan called me probably about an hour or so ago. And she is just so, I gotta say, she's so cute. Like I'm really excited for us to have this talk in front of everyone, because it's like, you know, obviously you see them in the house and they've got the cameras on them, and you really kind of see, you know, as much as you think you're seeing all of them, you really kind of see one side of them, and they've got the, you know, the cameras on them, and I think even after a while you might forget they're there, but I still feel like it's one side of you. But Jordan is just cute as a bug, and she's got some news that I told her we'll talk about it on the show, but she was just so cute, and she was just so excited to share her news with me. And
I love news.
Yeah, but just the way that she said it too was just so. There is such a fun innocence to her, and that's and no, she is not pregnant. But I don't want to start any rumors, but people are going crazy in the chat room. No, she's not pregnant. No, it's just it's cute news. But she was just so excited to tell me, and I loved that. So you know, and Jeff is just such a good, solid guy. I mean, you know, so they're absolutely so fun, and I can't believe how. I don't think in all my years of watching, you know, reality TV shows and stuff. I mean, I know there was a time when, you know, Rob and Amber got pretty popular. They're one of the few, you know, sort of couples of this caliber. I remember there was that. What was it? There was that Bachelorette girl, Krista. Yeah, she had hers, but she got a little annoying too. You know, they all get annoying once they start to do the wedding stuff.
Right.
So is the wedding stuff. So we got to make sure that whatever Jeff.
And Trista was on the first season of Dancing with the Stars. Do you remember that?
No.
She was on the very first season, the Kelly Monaco season.
I didn't watch that season.
You didn't watch that? Oh, yeah.
No. You know why? I didn't have any friends on that season.
It was before we knew everyone on that show.
Yeah, exactly. For the record, I'm being ridiculous.
I knew Joey. That's why I watched.
Oh, McIntyre.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I couldn't handle them. Anyway, I'm just saying that I don't really know of anybody that's been so like Jeff and Jordan, and I really want them to keep this sort of and I can't imagine them changing, to tell you the truth. They're just so adorable. So,
well, they made it miraculously through the house, keeping their same, you know, personalities, and they both grew as people. You know, they both really evolved as people, which is hard to do in that situation. I feel like they both really took a lot of time to learn not only about each other, but about the other house guests and where they come from. They really played, for the most part, kindly, except for when they had no choice but to fight back. But for the most part, they played very kindly and intelligently, which is why I think America loved them. Because nobody likes people who are jerks, but people also don't like people who don't play the game. If you can find a way to not be a jerk and still play the game, that's how you win America's heart.
Well, and it's also, you know, it's funny. I think it's, you know, and I keep talking about this on the show, and obviously this is an opportunity for me to say this, since I've got about 1 billion new people listening right now. You know, my agenda with this show, aside from it just being sort of a personal dream I always wanted to do, you know, my agenda for the show is to stay positive. You know, so, you know, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be getting any of these scandalous phone calls or, you know, a lot of gossip. You know, because I think it's kind of sad that, you know, I even kind of cringe when I say, you know, I want to be about positivity, because it sounds so cliche, but I think that's just sad to me that we've come to such a place in our society where being positive is made fun of, because everybody's got to be so snarky and so you know, negative and dramatic. And I think what we're seeing here with Jeff and Jordan that I think is so great is, yeah, every single one of us was totally in on the drama with Shima and, you know, and Russell and the outbursts and all of that stuff. But, you know, while that might make for good television, we still want to have people that we relate to. We still want to have people that have happy endings, that give us hope that we can have happy endings, especially, when things aren't as great as they should be right now in our world. Like, you want to have other things that make you realize, you know what, there is still hope. There is still goodness and kindness in other people. And I think it's just wonderful that we were able to sort of get this out of Jeff and Jordan. I mean, two people that I think just went into the house for the fun of it. And,
Right.
Jordan certainly went into it wanting to make money and, change her life for the better. And I think that's just sort of my 2 cents on it. So I'm all for the fact these two are just so wonderful. You will not be hearing Shima on my show. And I know that I have friends who are friends with her, but it's just not for me.
Yeah, I passed her on the street the other day. It was so bizarre.
Did you really?
I was driving out, and I passed her on the street, and then literally on my way to the bank, I passed Shima on the street, and I was like, "There's Shima." I didn't really care, frankly, and kept driving. And then when I was walking into the bank, Memphis from season 10 walked right by me, and I was like, "Oh, it's a Big Brother bonanza out here on the street."
What street were you on?
I was on Santa Monica Boulevard, so if Memphis has something to tell us, he was over by the Ramada in West Hollywood. I don't know what he was doing over there. I forgot how hot he was. He's so hot.
You know what?
He's not Jeff hot, but he's hot.
He's much better looking in person than he was.
He is much better looking in person.
Mhm. No,
and, I loved my Dan. I loved Dan so much.
Yeah, and you know what? He's probably one of the few that I've not heard a peep out of since he left the show. Like, I haven't seen him on any.
How we were discussing that, Jeff and Jordan haven't gone around and done every show under, on the planet, and Dan's never done that either. I like that. I like when reality stars attempt to go back to their normal life as much as possible. I really appreciate that, because it's not about, the more people make it about star making, the less it's going to ever be about star making. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I just really appreciate when people they come out of a situation like that appreciating their own life, as opposed to going, "Oh, now I deserve a better life that is more glamorous than the life I had before."
Yeah, and just because I happen to have some extra money, or just because, people at the grocery store know my name,
that's 2 winners in a row now that we have like that, which is great.
Yeah, because Jordan, and we'll talk about it. Jordan, I mean, you never say never. She is still young enough, but she has no intention of sort of leaving her small little cute life that she has.
Right. I'm not saying, that people should turn down any opportunities that come to them. Do whatever's going to be fun and, for you. But to go out and seek, to become like an Omarosa that's, kind of just a reality star, to be a reality star from one show to another.
Exactly.
I just can't imagine that that's a fulfilling life. But, to different strokes for different folks.
It's so true. I want to say, everybody in the chat room, I've had smaller shows with worse people in the chat room, and I got to say, everyone's being very, very kind, and I hope this continues. I'm just prefacing that because the heat's about to get turned up here in a second. Because I just got a text from Jeff saying that he's calling in, and I'm pretty sure that I see a number on here. The problem is with my switchboard. This is when we find out how ghetto my show is. But my problem with my switchboard is it just tells me the city and state of the people calling in. So with any luck, I've got the right one. But before I do, I wanted to play this little clip that I think is totally hilarious. And as soon as we listen to it when I get back, we should have Jeff and Jordan on the line.
I really like Jordan. We've been in his house for a while. I was really shooting to, pull the romance card. I've been looking forward to kissing her, and tonight might be the night.
Oh my God, I'm so not tired. I did like kissing Jeff. He is a good kisser. He's not sloppy, wet.
The house guest that refuses to leave.
We were just fooling around a little bit, and then you got Ronnie in the back. It was a little frustrating.
I am a man. I am a humble winner and a gracious loser, and I try to handle everything with class.
Who was it? You?
No, it's Ronnie.
Ron, you fart?
Yes, I did.
And then he just rips a little ass to make it a little more romantic.
I am going to beg for a sympathy vote, just so you know. I'm beg, please, just one, please.
Ronnie's working our votes. A little bit of a triangle in the room going on. Ronnie's trying to work on us, and I'm trying to work on Jordan.
I have to laugh about this just because. Week 2, there was that weird vote. I don't know who that was. Week 3, same thing. Finally, week 4, it's going to be a 7-0 blowout. My ass going home.
Ronnie just kept going and going and going, and you can't say the word, but he's one of those guys that stops you from doing something with a lady. You know what I mean? Hopefully Ronnie goes home this week, and then maybe I could try again next week with Jordan.
I think the term is a cock blocker, and I'm not afraid to say it because while I might be all about positivity, I don't care about swearing here on the Baub Show. So let's see. Fingers crossed. This might be Jeff and Jordan, maybe. Whoops. There. Classy. Oh, hello? Do we have him? We have somebody. Nope, then maybe it's this one. This is where we get this is where we get to edit this out later. The switchboard, there's over 60 people in the chat on my switchboard right now that have called in. Yeah. Jeff, can you hear us?
Hey, Bob.
There you are.
Bob, yay!
Yay. Now here's the thing.
What's up?
Well, give me 1 second because I have somebody else from Chicago is on the line. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, you called in earlier. Okay, that's why. There's somebody else that's on hold that they could have just talked and we wouldn't have known. It says West Northeast Illinois, Chicago, and I thought that might be you, and so that's why there was silence. We're totally classy here. We'll give you another clap. Jeff and Jordan.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
What's going on, Bob?
Not
Bob.
much. And Jeff and Jordan, let me introduce you to my co-host tonight. His name is Ryan O'Connor, and he's a humongous fan of yours.
Hey, Ryan.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Gucci.
Well, that really just made my day.
So, seriously, now I know I already told you guys this earlier on the phone, but seriously, you don't even know, because I'm sure you guys are not in front of computers right now, but the chat room, it's been so insane all day long, but everybody is, I got to say, it's overwhelming how positive and excited everybody is about having you two.
That's awesome.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah, Jordan's so excited.
I know, I was trying to see if, what people were saying on my Twitter, and when I was trying to look at it, because I wrote on something, and we can't figure it out, and I can't see what people are writing, and we don't know if it's my Twitter or if it's Jeff's Twitter. And I got aggravated and started crying.
You are the cutest thing in the world. You are. You're the cutest thing in the world.
Jordan, did you send... What's that?
I was just about to say, she was just 5 minutes ago about to be in tears, and then she heard your voice, and now she's all happy now, so thanks for that.
Why were you going to be in tears?
I couldn't get the Twitter thing to work, and I couldn't see what anybody was writing, and I got aggravated, and I was trying to get Jeff to show me how, and he's like, I don't know how to do it, and then we started doing a big finger, and I was like, I started getting all teary-eyed. He's like, why are you about to cry? And I was like, don't talk to me.
Oh, no, Shannon and I have started something terrible. Can you even imagine? It all ends because you can't figure out Twitter, and then it would all be Shannon's and my fault for getting you guys set up on it.
I know. Well, she hasn't checked it since we were with you guys out to dinner a couple weeks ago, and now all of a sudden in the next 5 minutes she wants to cry because she hasn't checked it in 3 weeks.
I'm terrible with high-tech technology stuff, so I'm trying to learn.
Oh, I told you, anytime you want to learn about Twitter, you just give me a call. We set up, now here's the thing. First of all, I'm glad everybody gets to hear that, yes, that is in fact Jordan's Twitter. We didn't make it up. I mean, we didn't, fake everybody out. It really is her Twitter, even though she has not sent a single Twitter since the night we showed her how to use it. But
Exactly.
But Jordan, we did set it up so that it's on her. All she has to do is send a text message from her phone, and it will send a Twitter, but she won't be able to read them on her phone because she's poor and can't afford to buy a new phone. So
Right, because Jeff just bought like a $400 phone, and I can't manage to do it. I just got a simple phone that just has an in-send, contact, text messaging. That's all I need. I had to call Beat Dun Dun and ask him, Dust Friend that he always talks about?
Yes.
I was like, Beat Dun Dun, how do you do this?
And tell her this is a good phone, so you don't have to scream right into the end of it when you're on
sorry.
speaker.
Mine scream.
I'm sure everyone's probably just most excited about the fact that you guys are sitting there on one phone, it's a little speaker phone, and I'm sure you're both like inches away from each other's faces as you're talking into the call. So it just gives everybody one more thing to think about.
Oh, paint a nice picture, Bob.
Yeah. So everybody, I gotta say, I'm not gonna lie, I've been mesmerized by my own chat room today because it really has been fascinating. And I want to know everybody. Nobody wants to know. I'm not even allowed to say there's the 50th state of the United States that you guys are supposed to go to. I'm not even allowed to say that word.
Oh, you've already said too much, Bob. They're gonna attack you.
I'm sure I already have said too much, so I'm not going to say it because because those questions have been asked a million times. Everybody wants to know all the new stuff. What are you guys up to? What are you guys? Oh my God! Wait a second. I didn't realize they're doing a drinking game inside the chat room that if we say the word, I'm going to say it. If I say the word Hawaii, everybody takes a drink.
Oh,
wow.
This gives us too much power, Bob.
Oh my God.
Hawaii. Sorry, I just want to get them drunk.
They're all, yeah, exactly. Everyone is, I didn't realize they were playing a drinking game so that every time they say that one of us on this call says Hawaii, they all take a drink. That is fucking hilarious. Beyond that, really what I would talk about, what's new? What are you guys up to? What's going on?
Oh, man, things have just been crazy, actually, since we got out of the house. We didn't get back home till, 3 weeks, 2 weeks after. And then I went down to Charlotte to visit Jordan for a couple days. And
he got sick.
And she came up she came up here for a couple she came to Chicago for a couple of days, and now we're in Los Angeles.
Chicago was fun, but I froze. I didn't pack for the weather. I was wearing sandals, and it was I felt like it was about to snow, and I was freezing. And what else did we do? We went shopping. I went shopping with his friend Tony
on Michigan
Avenue, and that was cool. And what else? We went to a little sports bar place. We went to his boss's house. He was real cool.
You didn't get to see a lot of Chicago. I didn't really get to see a lot of Charlotte, and she didn't get to see a lot of Chicago just because of the time constraints, and everything's bleh right now.
Yeah, I made him go to the baby shower with me. And it was so good, though. He had fun. He wanted to stay at the baby shower. You just
okay, but
have
here,
fun.
let me explain.
No,
First of all, I'm not throwing stones at the baby shower, but it's on a Saturday night at 7 o'clock. It was awesome, though. I did have a good time, but it wasn't just guys wasn't just women. It was like a party for everybody.
Yeah, but it was
when you
good.
say baby shower, you think Sunday afternoon, right? Like all women.
Yeah.
Okay,
what's actually even funny is when she said shower, I didn't hear the word baby in front of it, and all I heard is I made him take a shower with me.
Oh, no. No, I made him go to a baby shower, and then we went
I'm still pretending that that's what she said. I'm sorry. I'm just going to be honest.
She made him go to it. She made him take a shower with him at 7 o'clock at night, and there were a lot of people around. That's what I've deducted so far.
And then we went to the owner of the salon I work at Planet 21. I went to the reception. Me and Jeff did, and that was a lot of fun.
In Charlotte.
Well, and let's rewind here a second, Jordan, because when you and I had dinner, you hadn't been home yet, and so and I think you were flying out. Well, you were flying to Seattle the next day, and then you were finally going to be going home. So what was it like getting home? How were people different? Were people excited?
Everybody was the same. I mean, everybody was just excited that I was back and was so nice. They had a coming home party for me at this bar, Dixie's, downtown, and there were so many people, like from Matthews Mint Hill, like where I live, and we all just like stayed there. They had a DJ and they had catering, and it was really good to see everyone. And nobody's really different. I mean, it's just back to normal when I get home. You know, everybody's just like, "Hey, good to see you back." Now I got my Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays back, and you know, everybody's always watching Big Brother. And no, but it's good. I'm not. I'm saying, you know what I mean.
And tell everybody. So of course, I knew everybody would overhype it, but I was talking about how cute you were when first thing out of your mouth today when I started talking to you. You told me that piece of news, and so I want you to tell everybody. But I thought it was your news to tell. But of course, everybody's asking if you're pregnant or if you guys are engaged. It's nothing like that. But I think it's very sweet and exciting news, and I loved how cute you were when you told me. So tell everybody what it is.
I bought, like 4 days ago, I bought a place for me, my mom, and my brother.
Exactly, and I think it was so. I'm so happy for you and everybody.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I think it's so great.
Oh, my mom and brother are so excited. I told Jeff, I was like, now you got to come back to Charlotte because you can help us move. And it's out, you know, he kind of like laughs, like whatever. But now it's out like kind of towards the country, and you know, it's in a newer neighborhood. It's really nice, and so I'm really excited. I can like walk to the grocery store, and I can walk to like a couple restaurants, and so yeah, it's really exciting, and I'm excited for my mom and my brother because now I know they're like taken care of, you know.
And everyone in the chat room is giving you a lot of love and congratulations. Is there enough room in the new house for Jeff?
Well, yeah. I mean, we'd have to share a room. We might have to get bunk beds, you know. It's only a 3-bedroom, but I mean, we get bunk beds. I get the bottom. He'd have to get on the top and sleep. Not on me, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Jeff must. Yeah, I know it. Yeah, I know what you mean. Jeff's gonna have
I know what you mean.
The darkest, bluest balls of any man I've ever seen.
Oh, Mary.
What?
Goodness.
Jordan.
Jeff, you gotta give Jeff a lot of credit. Jeff really held out this summer.
Yeah, it was really impressive. But actually, I'm more impressed with Jordan being able to resist it. That's what really impressed me. Because
messing around in the show.
We all know Jeff would have caved in the second. But
yeah,
Jordan, you were really impressive. Really impressive.
Which one of us, Jordan?
Jordan.
Yeah, she thinks he
You were impressive in a lot of ways, but I think you can admit that had she said, "All right, let's go for it," I don't think you would have been as strong as she was.
Yeah, I don't think so. She was a rock in there.
It wasn't moving.
Take it easy.
It's very cute. It's very cute, and it speaks very highly to what kind of lady you are. So.
Oh.
Very impressive. Your mama raised you good.
Thank you. No booger.
It's true. No booger. Now, but I'm sure that's another drinking word. I'm sure it was. Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to talk about that either, Bob. No, you're not. So no booger and no Hollywood. No, not Hollywood. No booger and no Hawaii. Otherwise,
is Gucci a drinking word?
It should be.
What about Technotronics? Is that a drinking word?
You know, I honestly think it is because then they all everyone in the chat room starts writing drink. No booger, no. Oh wait, I see the rules. Oh no, AK Hawaii booger. Yeah, the Technotronics. That's hilarious.
Last time at Jeff's, I went to his family's house, and they had like this big party for Jeff, and they made a chocolate cake, and on it said booger and Technotronics. It was so funny. They had it written on the chocolate cake and icing.
Wow.
Yeah, they had a nice party. My brother had a party for me with like all my relatives and stuff. So I don't know if any are listening. I just want to say thanks for coming for those people, and thanks to my brother for having it. That's awesome.
I think that's awesome.
Shout out.
You know what? That's all. I swear to God, if I just sat here and gave you like the list of everybody who's in the chat room, they'd probably be happy if you just sat here and said, I want to give a shout out to My Lady Cat and to Double D and to Dana Caruth and Julie. Like they love shout outs. That's what they love. Let's see. I'm gonna try and tear through. I have 22 pages. I'm not even making this up. I've never had this kind of response to anybody that was going to be on the show. I have 22 pages of questions.
Fire them out, Bob.
Yeah. So let's see. See, I don't know. It's Emelmida. I don't know I don't know the person's name. But did Jeff like the bowl with all of his sayings that Jordan made for him? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I love it. I got to keep my change in there now. I mean, that's probably not the sweetest thing I could do with it, but I still have it. You know the bowl?
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what the bowl is.
Yeah, I don't know what the bowl is. That's why I'm curious. That's why I even asked the question. So what is the bowl?
Oh, okay. So after Jeff got evicted, we were like really bored.
Say that with some sympathy. You know what I mean?
I did. After he was evicted, of course, everybody knew I was so sad. I drank a whole bottle of wine for you.
But you didn't sit at the table and cry like he was dead. You had some class.
Yeah, exactly. You didn't have a funeral.
But I like wrote on a bowl, like I painted all like Jeff sayings, like Technotronic, Stones, Tuna, We Lost, It Hurts, Mimo, because he always talked about Mimo. Beat Don Don. I wrote, I have this shampoo that I love, and it's called Luminous. And Jeff was, one day, he used it, and I was like, oh my God, your hair smells good. I was like, that's my shampoo. And it's supposed to have this glitter stuff to make your hair look really shiny.
We're talking about the bowl.
I know, Jeff, that's what I wrote on it. And I'm explaining it. So,
Drift, you got to keep her in line, Bob.
No,
Otherwise, this will become
I'm going to explain it. So on it, Jeff would always say luminous like that. So I would always he would say, I love that luminous, and we'd always say that. So I wrote that. We would write smooth jazz because one of the producers, his voice was really like soft and sexy, and whenever he would say, hey guys, please don't talk about production, we'd always be like, is that smooth jazz? And so we'd always like write or Jeff, whenever he would hear a song, he'd be like, oh, that's my summer jam. Or he would say, oh, yeah, we're getting crunk tonight. And I'd make fun of him, and I'm like, oh, my God, that's so 2005. That's like what we'd said when I was in a senior year in high school.
Wow. These got 22 more pages.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to ask all of them. Can you 6 hours later? And then Betsy from Ohio wants to know when you get your next pedicure.
Joking.
No, that's a joke. Oh, Jordan, every day I fall more in love with you. Okay, so
I keep having to mute my phone because I'm laughing too much over
So Lori wants to know, how is life different since you guys have been home, and are you missing each other now that you're back home with family and friends and not getting to spend as much time together?
Well, Lori, we've actually been spending a lot of time together. Like I said, I was just out in Charlotte, and I came back, Tuesday, and then she came out Friday morning. So it's like we spend a lot of time together. So I can talk without you jamming in my face.
And then, it was like the second day we weren't with each other, and I'm normally around Jeff like all the time, and I was talking to him on the phone. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you in like a month, and he was like, I know. So we've only gone like 4 days without each other, and then he flies and sees me, and then we wait 4 days, and then I flew out to Chicago. So 4 days is the max, and then like I start missing him, and I'm like, oh my God, I just want to see him.
We got a week in LA, so I'm kind of looking forward to those 4 days. Come on. So, I'm just joking. It was a joke.
No.
We'll edit that part out, Bob.
No.
I think that's awesome. Well, I know somebody else that is very excited that you guys are in LA for the week, and you guys are going to meet him tomorrow night. But right now, you get to meet him right here on the show. Lance Bass, are you on the line?
I sure am. What's going on, Bob?
Not much, Lance. How are you?
I'm doing good. We just got done shooting some of our comedy skits for the reality awards that we're shooting tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Lance Bass.
What's going on? Hi, Jeff and
Lance.
Jordan. How are y'all? Nice to meet you over the phone.
I know. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.
I know. I have to say that y'all made my summer the most amazing summer ever, especially you, Jordan, because I was in a fantasy Big Brother team, and you won the whole thing for us.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
You wouldn't have win it all?
Yeah, because I'm cool.
No, that's awesome, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had the whole, the fantasy Big Brother this summer for the first time. Bob, you were in our league this year, right?
Yeah, and I had don't even get me started. I had Lydia, and you
So did
lose
I, Bob.
every time somebody's on the block, you lose points for them. And so Lydia was on the block for I was like, get her the fuck out of the house. She was in there for so long. I kept losing points.
I had Lydia, Russell, and Michelle on my.
I had Lydia, Jeff, and Michelle.
I ended up trading Russell for Jeff at one point.
Oh, yeah. No, I had Jeff and Jordan from the beginning. I had you both. I picked y'all from the beginning.
Well, aren't you fancy, Lance? What don't you do right?
I just know that show. I know who wins those things.
But
so,
to be fair,
tomorrow.
But to be fair, did Lydia not come across totally different on that very first episode? Because that's when you do the pool right after you watch the first episode.
Oh yeah, I might have had Lydia in my first week actually, because I thought she would go far too.
Yeah. Yeah, she made a really good first impression. She made a really bad second through 1,000,000th impression, but
she got a little crazy. Wait, Ryan, is that you, Ryan?
Yes, Ryan O'Connor.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Lance. Nice to meet you.
I forgot you were co-hosting tonight. Nice.
Well, Lance, as always, I love you. Thank you for calling in, and so you'll get to see tomorrow night. Jeff and Jordan, get excited because Lance is going to hug you all over the red carpet tomorrow.
I'm going to be very excited. Now it doesn't air till the 17th, so you'll get to see our interview on the 17th. But is there any question y'all would like me not to ask tomorrow, guys?
No, ask me anything.
All right. I might have to make y'all kiss on live television. I just don't know.
And Lance, what are we should ask. So you're interviewing for Fox? Is that what are you doing coverage for them?
Yeah, it's the Fox Reality Awards. I'm hosting the pre-show, and you'll see. I'm kind of trying to take over the hosting job of the real show with Vivica Fox, but that's our whole comedy thing. So you'll see. It'll be fun. Let's just say there's a few Kill Bill moments.
Awesome. It sounds like Jeff has another question for you.
Yo,
hey, Lynn, I'm not sure what to wear to this thing. What kind of throat on do I put on?
You can wear whatever you want. But I don't know. I mean, it's the Reality Awards, so there's no telling what people are going to be wearing. I will be in a nice suit. I'm trying to make it classy this year.
I was going to wear a black dress with sequins on it. Is that too dressy? I don't want to look
Nope.
too... Okay.
Hey, I'm wearing a tuxedo, so you can't dress up enough. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
For Fox Reality Awards.
That's right. We're making it classy, Bob. Classy.
That is awesome.
I know.
All right, guys. Well, I've got to go back to this dinner. I'm with all the people paying for the show this week. Got to make them happy. All the sponsors are here. Have you ever been to the top of the London, Bob?
No, I've eaten at London, but no, I've not been to the top of it.
I haven't either. It's beautiful up here. It has the best view of LA. It's insane.
Oh, I totally am accepting your invitation to take me to dinner there whenever you want. That is so sweet of you, Lance. And I love that you're asking me on the night I have the most listeners ever. That is so sweet, Lance. We will confirm a date and time. That's why I consider Lance one of my best friends. He's just so sweet and giving.
It's a date, Bob. It's a date. All right, guys. Well, I will be talking to you all tomorrow.
All right, Lance. Thanks for calling.
Anytime. I'll see y'all later.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
Lance.
Lance. Love you.
Bye.
Actually, Bob, can I ask a question? Since Lance just got, I think this is a good time for this question. Do you mind?
Yes.
So Jeff, I wanted to ask you about something that your actions on the show proved to clear your name, at least in my opinion, completely. But with Bob and I both being openly gay, and Lance just called in, he's obviously openly gay.
Right.
And you got in some trouble you obviously probably didn't really know you got in some trouble, except I think you got in some trouble with Kevin in the house for using the F word, the
And he
term.
doesn't mean fuck.
No, I don't mean fuck. And you used it in a way that I think a very large amount of Americans, especially in the middle of the country, use it. And it wasn't out of anything but just pure, not knowing any better.
Right.
And since you've been out of the house, how much repercussions have you had from that, and what have you kind of learned from that whole experience?
Well, that's exactly what it is. It's a learning thing. You say things you don't mean sometimes. And it wasn't anything derogatory towards anybody. I wasn't saying it towards Kevin. It's just something, maybe from where I was from, or just something that people say that when I was angry, I kind of said it, And ever since then in the house, I apologized to Kevin, and I think I apologized on on many other things, And I didn't say it the rest of the time in the house. And I know sometimes just in life you have to learn. Just, you're under a microscope in the house. And, even if I say something like this is gay or something like that, you don't realize it till you really experience more of the outside world, that it does offend some people, and you have to watch what you say, So I took a little flack for that, but, I think it kind of blew by because I never said it again in the house. So I learned my lesson, and I think that's exactly what it is. Like life, it's just a lesson, and you have to, go through the bad to get to the good, and it's one of those bad things to just improve myself on,
I do want to commend you because you did grow. You did really seem to learn and grow through that whole thing, and I was just really curious what sort of reaction you've had from the gay community, just maybe out and about in the house. Has anyone said anything to you like me, if I ran into you on the street, what I would want to say is thank you for saying that, and then thank you for learning the lesson and being and setting an example.
Well, I appreciate that, Bob.
Ryan's much more political than I am because, quite honestly, I wasn't offended. I was more pissed that you didn't get off the thing and go kick the shit out of Russell. I'd be like, fag, that's the best you can do. Give him your fist. That's the real F he should have gotten.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't using it as a derogatory comment or directly towards Kevin. So, like I said, I hope it didn't offend anybody. I really didn't take too much flack for it, but like I said, you live and you learn.
Yeah, I didn't take it that way. But I am hoping that I'm pressing the right button because again, I have 60 people on hold. But let's see. Person who is no longer on mute. Were you ever on a TV show on HBO?
Yes.
Were you ever on 2 TV shows on HBO?
Yes.
Would you be the hot, the lovely, the funny, and a good friend, and somebody I always smile when I see, named Jamie Lynn Sigler?
Yes.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jeff and Jordan. Oh my God, I love you guys so much.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I was so excited. I watched the finale with Lance, and I was hysterical crying when you won, Jordan. I was so happy. It couldn't have turned out better. Natalie annoyed me more than anyone has ever annoyed me on the face of this earth. And I was rooting for you guys from the beginning. And I am just so happy for you both. I think you're awesome.
Wow. Thanks.
You're welcome.
No, I got to say.
And Jamie Lynn, I speak for Jeff and Jordan when they say they were riveted when you parked that car. Riveted.
Well, it was all, I can say I'm a much better parker than that. Hi, Ryan. And welcome to LA.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
I keep telling them that you want to meet them, and I think they must think that I'm absolutely nuts because it's like sort of out of nowhere. I'm like, by the way, when you guys come to LA, Jamie Lynn Sigler really wants to meet you, and it's like. I don't think they realize that I've heard from you more in the last month. Like when I sent out the Twitter saying that I was going to dinner with them, and all of a sudden it was like I you were like, I'm in the car. Where do I go?
Literally, it's very true. It's very, very true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a big fan. I was excited that he got to know you and friends with you. Bob's a great guy. I can attest for that, and I'm sure you know yourself. And I don't want to take up too much time. I'm just happy to meet you guys over the phone, and I'm excited. And Lance is my best friend, so maybe if you guys hang around this week, we'll meet or something.
For sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Jeff told me that like a couple of days ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, she wants to meet us? I got so
It's very true. I get more starstruck about Big Brother people than anyone in the whole world. And you guys are by far my favorite Big Brother people ever.
Wow. Well, we'll chat it up more.
I'm like speechless.
No, please, don't. Not at all. You guys are great people.
Aw, you're so nice.
Well, Jamie, thank you
all right, I'm
for
gonna go.
calling
Go back
in.
to listening.
Go back to listening,
Okay.
and we're gonna uncover everybody. They want to know all these details that I'm not
sure.
really sure.
I don't want to take up too much time.
Thanks, Jamie. Nice
all right.
meeting you.
Of course.
Bye, Jamie.
Bye.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay, so let's going back to we're going to go to Human BG, which is their question they wrote. After attending the Vegas Bash and meeting some former Big Brother house guests and other reality stars, would you like to continue to attend future reality TV and Big Brother fan events are held around the country, or are you sort of like, I did it and next?
Personally, I just want. I mean, I don't mind all that stuff. I mean, where do I go with this? I don't mind doing any of that stuff, and just right now I think we need a little break from everything. But in the future, if there's an event that, I'm not opposed to doing anything, you know what I mean? But if it's like every weekend, I wouldn't want to do it. But if it's like a reunion type thing or just things in the future, I like doing all that stuff. I think Jordan likes to do it too, and it just gives us more of an experience to see other things or do other things,
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
You do, because I don't know what I'm talking about, really.
Yeah, I agree. I understand.
Is that kind of what you're looking for?
Yeah.
No,
it
is.
You're looking for?
You know what? I don't think there's a wrong answer to any of these questions. These are just questions fans have written in. Tawny's got one for Jeff and one for Jordan. So, Tawny, the question for Jordan is, I know you have other plans, but if you were offered acting roles or modeling jobs, would you accept, including if Playboy offered you a pictorial?
Okay. If acting, honestly, I think I'd be a bad actress. When I did Bold and Beautiful, I got so nervous. My armpits were sweating so bad. And I don't know. I've never thought about acting or, like, being on TV. Like, the whole Big Brother thing kind of just fell in my lap. And, I mean, I would try it, but I don't think I'd be the best at it. Modeling, I would do that too. I'm up for anything. I don't think I could model though, because I think I'd be considered like too thick to do it, Because I don't know. I just don't think that because normally you have to be like, a lot smaller, and I'm a thicker.
How about Playboy?
Playboy, I couldn't go completely nude. I couldn't do it.
Because of your grandparents?
Well, just because that's kind of like private, I don't know. I couldn't just sit there and be like, hey, look at my vagina, So that's just my boobs. My boobs don't bother me as much because I paid a lot of money for them. So
exactly.
I pressed up them. And remember Kevin said, I showed Kevin in the house. My boobs were the first boobs he's ever seen. So I had him sign my plate that I made in the house, and he wrote, "Thanks for popping my boob cherry." It was so funny.
Actually, speaking of your boobs, because this was the question I asked you when you and I were at dinner, because I was kind of fascinated. You had a great answer for it, which is, here you are, you're living in like a one bedroom with your mom and your brother, and then suddenly you had just bought boobs. So, you want to tell everybody how you saved up for the boobs?
Yeah. Okay. I was working 3 jobs. I was working as a bartender 1 night a week at this nightclub, and then I was working like Thursday through Sunday serving, and then I was also working at a hair salon too. So what I would do was I would give my mom like a portion of my rent part, and then I would have money set aside for the boobs, and I just keep, just saving it and saving it. Sometimes I'd use my paycheck and give that to my mom, and then I'd keep some of my tips. So I'd kind of just, hasten it. And I mean, it took me a while to do, but, it's something I really, really wanted because I hated my boobs. They were I felt like they were so ugly, and they were just, I was just self-conscious about them, and I knew it was something I always talked about, and I knew that, if I didn't do it, sorry, if I did, just wrap it up. I don't know. I knew it was always on my mind, and I told my mom, I was like, listen, I'll help you, pay rent and stuff. And I was like, but I have to get my boobs done. It's something I really, really want done. So, it makes you want to work harder whenever it's something that really bothers you and you're constantly thinking about it. And it just makes you want to, I worked 7 days a week, and I was just on the go constantly because I knew it was something I wanted that bad. So it just made me a harder worker, I think.
I think that's fine, and like I said, I liked that story. And finishing up with Tawny's other question for Jeff, have you been offered any acting roles? And since Jeremy Piven is also from Chicago, and you met him in the house, have you seen or hung out with him since? I don't know, that was an odd question, but whatever.
I wish I had a better answer for this one. The answer is no, but yeah, that was an exciting part when Jeremy Piven came in. Exciting part of being on the show. That was one of my favorite parts of being on the show is meeting Jeremy Piven, but no, he hasn't contacted me yet for Entourage, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. Tonya, whatever.
And so everybody in the chat room is going bananas because the only thing they want to know about is your relationship. I'm not really exactly sure what that means because I think it seems pretty obvious to me, but do you guys want to talk about your relationship, how it's gone from where it was when you were in the house to where it is now? I mean, are you guys still sort of sussing things out? What's going on? America fell in love with you as you fell in love with each other. How's it going?
It's going good.
You love me?
Huh? We're not. No, I care about Jeff a lot. He's my best friend. And
played.
No, I'm serious. You're my best friend. You're my BFF.
All right.
And I don't know. It's going good so far. I mean, we do have our moments. We bicker a lot. I told him we have to work on that. And
bicker because she couldn't see her Twitter account. She started crying. Bicker about that.
No, we bicker about other things. Okay, when we're in Chicago, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell them what you were bickering about. This is what aggravates me because he doesn't have patience. We're in Chicago on the highway, and he's like, I don't understand how you're going 61 minute and then you slow down to 30. Why is this person getting over in this lane? And then he just keeps going on. I'm like, just be patient and enjoy it, Jeff. And then he's like, how am I supposed to enjoy traffic, Jordan? And then we think about things like that. I stupid stuff. And then right after he'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. And then I'll be like, I'm sorry too. And then it's okay. And then it's over with. But I mean, besides that, we get along good. And why aren't you helping me say things?
I am. You're talking for me. You're acting for me. You're pretending you're me. You don't have to put that in my face all the time. You do it.
It's good though. I mean,
everything's good. You know, like I said, in the house was a little weird situation, being together, but we had a little more, just alone time, me and her, obviously, being outside the house, but it's still, things are a little crazy, but I think they're dying down a little bit, and after this week in LA, I think they'll really die down, and like I said, the next time I come to visit her, she comes to visit me, we'll have more just us time, to pursue, take the next step in the relationship, so we're just taking it one day at a time, and so far, so good, and everything's working out.
Well, and this is what I think I know I'm interested in, probably everybody else is too. So after spending all that time together in the house, are you both finding that the other person is just like they were inside the house or different? Because I know you guys even talked about that, about how, of course, if you two are the only two people stuck in a house, it's very easy to just, find each other and like each other. But, now you're outside of the house. There's other elements that, how are you finding yourselves to be from where you were in the house?
I think the people that we were on the show is between me and her, we were exactly the same people outside the house. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree too.
So it was the same thing that you guys saw in the house is exactly the way we are outside the house. But it's just, where was I going with this? What was the last part of that question about?
You know, how you guys are now that you're outside of the house with all the other elements, you know, other people, other situations, you know, just as an example, now that Jeff's hanging out with his buddies back in Chicago, is he kind of a dick, you know, whereas in the house we think he's a total gentleman, that kind of stuff, like, or are you guys really how you were in the house? Are you finding in each other?
No, we're exactly how we are. I mean, when we were in Chicago, all his friends are so cool, and they're all so nice, and he's just, I don't know, like, I felt like I had known his friends for a long time. Like, I thought I got along with them well, and Jeff was just nice, and it was just, like, normal, you know, and
I think a harder part was being in the house, to be with someone 24/7. Like, I mean, we slept in the same bed, woke up, went to bed, ate. Like, you can't get away from that other person. And usually, it's just weird. In relationships, sometimes you need your space, you know. And we never had that. It was never a problem with us, which was amazing to me. You know, usually that I need a break from myself sometimes, let alone someone else. But being in the house, I thought was actually harder. This is we could relax more, not worry about things, and like I said, we're the same people inside the house as outside the house. So now when we get a chance to see each other, we haven't even been split up that much, but it's more exciting to see each other now, you know. So I think everything's exactly the same.
How did each other's families feel about meeting the other? Like,
oh, my mom was so excited. She loves Jeff. My brother has never liked anybody I've ever dated, and he loves Jeff. He's like, Jordan, Jeff is my favorite. And my sister is in love with him. She was like, because she has a boyfriend. When Jeff walked away, she goes, "Oh my God, girl, he is so fine." And
it's gonna kill you.
I know. And then her boyfriend told her, he was like, "I think you're like crushing on him too much." And then she was like, "No." She was like, "Not at all." And then when he walks out of the room, she's like, "You need to get on that girl." Like, she always says things like that. And Jeff.
And did you? And did you, after she said to get on it, did you?
No, neither.
That's a good answer. Same way. I had like I said, my brother had a party for me yesterday, like a welcome home party. And my mom's like on the Italian side, and you know they go deep into the family. So there was a lot of people there. It was a little overwhelming, but like I said, they all love Jordan. She's the best, like around that. Like she could be crabby about something, you know, in the car, but you know, when it comes to meeting all the people, she's just a good-hearted person that likes everybody, and like we'll just talk for hours about nothing, like you guys all have seen. So she's exactly like that. And, you know, my family was more than excited to meet her, and you know, I was happy with that.
Which I think is great. When did you guys have a moment that you realized that you were more than BFFs? Were you still in the house, or has it been afterwards?
Mine was when I was still in the house. It was probably, I know it sounds so weird, but probably when Laura was still there, when me and Laura were on the block together, I remember, I remember thinking, I really do like, because at first I just liked Jeff as a friend, and he just grew on me, and I started liking him more and more. But when Laura was there, I think everybody saw we were getting closer and closer, and Laura kept telling me, you like him, and I was like, no, I don't. But really, I was. I started liking him. Probably it was whenever me and Laura were on the block against each other, and after she had left, that was like the time, like the second week. That was when I knew I really, really liked Jeff. And it just grew from there. And Jeff always had my back, too. He always stuck up for me, and I like that. And
Jeff, what was your moment with Jordan?
You know what? I think mine was more outside the house. I really liked her inside the house. You know, the person, I obviously saw that she had a great heart and what type of person she was in the house, as everyone else did. And I really cared about her inside the house. But having her outside the house and dealing with everyday issues, like just the whole thing with her family and the way she is with the money and stuff like that, I had different thoughts that I shouldn't even have had. Like, I was really worried about her, the way she would act or what she would do with it. But, you know, she's a different person than what people perceive her to be. Like, she's really got her head on her shoulders, and she's smart with, you know, things that I wouldn't even think that she would know, but she did. And, you know, that made me even like her even more, the way she handled everything and the way she is with it. And she's not just a good-hearted person. She's got a good head on her shoulders, too, and that just impressed me more.
I do like these. I like it. What about Jordan? What about your grandfather? Or your grandpa? What did he think of Jeff, and was he proud of you and how you handled yourself throughout the whole show?
My grandpa hasn't met Jeff in person yet. He's I think did you talk to my grandpa on the phone?
At the airport.
At the airport he did. And my grandpa never invites any boys, to where they live. And he was like, Jordan, you and Jeff, why don't you come stay for the weekend? And I'm like, really? And he invited even Jeff's family to come. So my grandpa really, really likes Jeff. And in the house, he said I did a great job. He said, though, he was like, I was looking for the competitive girl I knew when you were in high school. And he was like, once when Jeff left, you saw the stars come out of your eyes. And he said, you started doing better. Because he told me I wasn't doing good. He said I was just like in love. And he said that once when, he said I got my head on right once when Jeff left, because he said I started focusing and winning things. So he got more excited towards the end.
It was kind of true if you think about it. And so I've got too many things going on. I was just gonna ask. Oh, and so at that, let's talk about that moment when you started winning those competitions. How did that feel? Because did it feel sort of vindicating after everyone sort of, making you out to feel like you were just riding Jeff's coattails, you didn't belong to be there? Like, you kicked ass on that one. I was so excited when the one you would roll the volleyballs up into the holes.
Oh, yeah, that was like, oh my gosh, I was like in the zone. And, when Julie was explaining me the directions for it, I just kept going over in my head. I wasn't even listening to the directions. I kept going, Jesse, Ronnie, Jesse, Russell, like head of household. Like, I was already like thinking what I was going to do, because I was so determined, to win, and I wanted to prove myself to everyone and myself that I could win. And, and I felt too, like, in the house at the time, I felt like, Natalie and Kevin underestimated me, and they thought, she won't ever win, it'll be us that'll win, and one of us will have to take her or we won't take her, And, Jeff helped me on that too, like, learn things. And so, it is true. Once when he did leave, I was, like, more focused with things. And, I was like, I knew that it was the final three, and I was like, I can't lose this, because this is something I really, will really help me in the long run. And so, I just got my head on right.
Could you hear the audience because the live audience was going crazy for you because they knew you, because they're doing the math while you're doing the balls, and the audience was going crazy. Could you hear them at all, or is it's completely soundproof?
No, I couldn't hear them cheering for me. But when I walked in the house and Julie came back on, because, I didn't know how Natalie did, because we were in two different rooms. They separated us. And when Julie said I got 9 out of 10 and I heard the audience clapping, I thought they were just clapping because I did good. And and I was all worried, because I was like, oh, I got one. One of my balls rolled in the wrong hole. And I was like, I bet Natalie beat me. And I wanted to cry at that time because I didn't think I did good. And then when Julie said that, I was just like, oh my God, my heart dropped. I got so excited. And but no, I didn't know they were cheering for me. But that's exciting that they were.
Oh, they were going crazy. Now, Jeff, everyone has been asking, because for some reason they didn't show your goodbye videos. Did you ever get to see Jordan's goodbye video to you?
I did. They showed me in the jury house everyone's goodbye message. And Jordan in the house was talking about how good her goodbye message was, and that she's like, oh, mine's so good, you better go redo yours, because obviously we both had to do one for each other when we were both on the block together. So I actually went and redid mine and, like, felt bad about my first one. So I redid mine really sweet to Jordan, which she never got to see. So I felt bad about mine. When I saw hers, she's like, okay, Jeff, well, I'll see you later, buddy. We're BFFs. And she's like, no one in the house. She's like, nobody in the house is going to replace you. No one's going to replace me. There's 3 people left. No one better replace me. I wasn't let down. I don't want to say that, but I was expecting, like, a little more waterworks or something like that.
He got upset because when Michelle was evicted, she came to the house, and Jeff was, like, sitting in the jury house waiting. And when Michelle walked in, he's like, so, did Jordan say anything about me, or, did she, want you to tell me anything? And then Michelle's like, no, she didn't, and he got sad. But I did. I told Michelle to tell him that, like, I missed him and stuff, but apparently she didn't.
So I didn't know any of this. And then the first time I get to see her was at the finale. And how about you guys? I think you all saw when I go to hug Jordan after she won, and she gave me the Heisman and just walked right by me. You remember that part?
No, I didn't mean to. I was not meaning to at all. It was just like I was kind of still just like in shock, soaking it all in. I was nervous. You know, everybody's in there, and I knew everybody was watching us, and I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
I think it's fine. Everyone's saying I wouldn't normally ask this because I don't believe it's true. But everyone is saying, and everyone keeps asking in the chat room, Jordan, did you diss Jeff the night of the finale?
That's what we were just talking about.
No, that's what Jeff's talking about.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about. When she came out, she didn't. That's what she just said. She like came out, but she's overwhelmed by everything. And I went to give her a hug, and she kind of just breezed by me.
I see.
I give her a hard time about it all the time, so I made a comment.
I didn't notice that I did that, and he told me.
It was just overwhelming.
I was overwhelming. I was soaking it all in, and like I said, I was nervous. There were all the people out there watching, and I don't know, I got scared, and then that was the first time I saw anybody in forever, and I don't know. I didn't mean to, and I told him.
See, I thought less of that just because I could see you're totally overwhelmed. I'm sure you're like, did I really just win this? And then you come out, you haven't seen anybody in a couple months, and then there's confetti going everywhere, and camera, and there's your mother and your brother, and I can see that being overwhelming. I'm more shocked though that when Jeff left, he didn't give you a kiss.
Well, I saw the look on his face after he got evicted, and he had a look like no. And so I just kind of, I was like, I know he's upset, so I didn't pursue it.
I was going to do it, and then here's what happened. I was kind of like, when that moment actually hits when you're evicted. I knew I was going to get evicted all week, but then when Julie actually says it, it kind of hits you, right in the face. So Jordan stood up, and I wanted her to walk me to the door. We never rehearsed it or anything, but you'd figure if you're going to kiss someone by the door, you would actually walk towards the door. So Jordan gave me a kiss right when I got up and kind of just stood there. So I was like, well, I guess there's no kiss happening. And it did run through my mind for a second, but Jordan didn't come to the door. It just didn't work out, but I know a lot of people wanted to see that. I didn't know so many people wanted to see that.
And how could you? You're thinking to yourself oh yeah, me and this girl were kind of flirting. She certainly made the house nicer. You don't realize that all of America is falling in love with both of you and putting you up on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the segment on the show where your moms both talked about how you may be meant for each other?
Yeah, we did. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, how did that make you guys feel?
I was shocked that I found out it was 3 weeks into the show that they did that and they put that segment together. So I mean, me and Jordan were close right off the bat. We were close, but I mean, 3 weeks I thought was surprising that they put it together that fast because we had no idea what obviously we didn't know what was going on outside the house, but they put it together quicker than us, I think.
Yeah.
But you guys but you know why? Because first of all, you guys had a really nice chemistry right away, and it was within it was that week that you and Russell got in the fight. I remember you two were just laying out on the couch and just talking, and Jordan's hands, she was just rubbing your leg, and I swear it started, she was rubbing your ankle, and then an hour later, she was at your knee, but it was just there was nothing it wasn't it was a conscious thing, but I just remember watching it and being oh, something's going to happen there, and I think everybody was kind of oh yeah, these two are totally going to just be slutty and just go have sex and do everything else, and I think that's why everybody is still so crazy for you guys right now and is actually in love with you guys. I think everybody would have expected that you two would have hooked up and done that gross stuff like Jesse and Lydia did under the sheets and stuff. I think people expected that, and I think the fact that you guys didn't do that, and we're still so cute and we're still so flirtatious and into each other, I think that's why everybody's hanging on, and that's why everyone is so hungry to hear about your relationship, and they want to know more because they've gone on the ride with you.
You said that pretty good.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, I mean, that's just my 2 cents. It is my show. Everybody wants to know, so, and I know you guys have seen one or two of them. Have you guys seen all these crazy tribute videos that are all over YouTube?
Talk about, we've seen all of them. Our favorite one is When Jeff's Gone. I don't know if you've seen it, Bob. It's so sad. It makes you want to cry. It's like
no, I haven't.
Type in on YouTube, type When Jeff's Gone and watch it. It's like a movie. It's so good.
I'm making a note of it. And is it about?
We watched a couple of them. It's still like overwhelming. Like to type your name in YouTube or Google and like have all this stuff come up. It's still like you don't believe it, you know. And when you see all the tributes and everything that people wrote, it's like it's overwhelming, but in a positive way. It makes it even, you know, it's awesome. It's a good feeling.
Mhm. It's so true. Obviously America loves the both of you. How have the both of you been reacting to the publicity and fan support being thrown your directions? It's like you guys went into the house completely unknown and have come out as many celebrities. Is it overwhelming? That's very on topic for these tribute videos we're talking about.
Right. I don't think. I mean, overwhelming might like sound like a bad word. I don't mind. It's overwhelming, yes, but not in a negative way at all. You know, we appreciate it. We know how fast like we came into this little mini celebrity status that we have, which is not hardly anything I know, and we understand how fast it's going to go away, you know. So right now I think both of us are on the same page with that. We're just, you know, enjoying the moment because we know it's going to be gone, you know, in a week, in a month or two. And so right now when people come up to us, it's just like, it's awesome, you know. It's a good, we don't get tired of talking to people like that, and you know, we understand people like the show. Like when I see celebrities that I want to talk to or something like that, you know, I would want to ask them a couple questions. So I see how people want to ask us questions just because, you know, you watch a show for so long and you get to like the people on the show, but we understand that it's not going to be here forever, so we're just enjoying the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, well said. That was from Glory Torres, who is in the chat room and got excited because she recognized that that was her question. And Taz is in the chat room. Taz is the one who runs the J&J fan site for you guys, and it's got all the, I guess they're the ones putting together all the tribute videos, especially When Jeff's Gone. So they're all in the chat room if you want to give them a shout out. Her name is Taz.
Well, Taz, that was an excellent video. You should be a videographer. Is that the
right? Yeah, Taz, you did great.
Is that the wrong word?
Producer.
No.
Why is someone snickering in the background?
Oh, that's Ryan.
Everything you guys say is cute and funny. I'm sorry. It's hard.
Oh, a producer.
So I already know the answer to this because everybody in the chat room yells at me when I don't know the answer, and I ask you guys a question that they know the answer to. But since I already know the answer to this, I normally wouldn't ask it. But since I'm generous, and yes, I'm being a little bit snotty to the people in the chat room because they kind of can be. But everybody wants to talk about. You guys I know you guys haven't had any offers. If you guys had offers to do your own reality show, something following you guys around, or The Amazing Race, which I think would be awesome to see you guys on. Have you guys had any offers? Have you thought about doing anything? Would you want to do anything?
No offers yet. I mean, like we did like that little thing on Bold and the Beautiful, and right now it's just been crazy. Like I said, we've just been going back and forth, and maybe when things settle down, an offer will come in or something, or maybe, you know, I don't know. I think we're willing to do something again, depending on what it would be, and maybe after a little bit of a break, I think.
Right, yeah.
I'm hogging all the time here, Jordan. You take some.
No.
You're not hogging any time, don't worry.
Jeff and Jordan reality show, that would be funny. But
no, I know.
All reality shows, like normally, like when it's a couple, it always goes bad after a couple years, you know? It's like
because I feel like you told me this, that one of your favorite reality shows of all time was Nick and Jessica.
Oh my gosh, I was in high school when that was on. I used to watch that religiously. I thought it was so funny. I really did. I loved the Newlyweds. But I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd be jinxing myself because most reality shows, like, they're good, but then something happens and then they end up breaking up.
Trista and Ryan are still together.
Who?
Trista and Ryan from The Bachelorette. They're still together.
Yeah, they've had a couple kids too. Actually, and so are the ones I was just talking about earlier. God, I even know them. Why am I blanking on the name? They did Survivor and then they did Amazing Race.
Oh, Robin Amber.
Oh, Robin Amber. Thank you. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. Everybody wants to know about you. Also, I personally don't have an issue with it because my boyfriend is a couple years younger than me. Do you guys have issues? Do you guys have issues with the age difference? Do you think that'll ever be a problem?
I don't have a problem with that. I always think Jeff's like younger. I don't know why. I always think he's like my age. And we were actually, it's funny I asked that because we were talking about that the other day because Jeff's cousin is my age. And Jeff's like, that's kind of weird. My cousin's your age. And then he was like, you're really mature for your age. And I was like, no, you go through some things and you kind of grow up faster and you learn a lot more about stuff. So things that have happened to me in my life that I think have made me grow up faster. And but I mean, it's not a problem with me. What about you?
I love it. No, it really is.
It keeps you younger.
Yeah, well, I like it. But no, it's seriously not. It's not even a problem. Like, we only talk about it when other people bring it up. I'm like, that's true. And sometimes I do think about it. I'm like, wow, I'm old, huh? But she really is, like I said, she is more mature than what you guys might know from what you see and stuff. And she really does have a good grip on what's going on around her. And that really impressed me, So I'm proud of her for that. And the age really doesn't matter.
I think you guys are perfect for each other, and this clip, this was probably one of my favorite moments, and I remember getting to watch it live on the live feeds, and I was excited because CBS caught it too. This was one of my favorite moments of the season.
Oh,
So you say Jeff is your BFF, but when did you realize that you actually liked them instead of just your BFF?
I've realized that I started liking Jeff.
Day one.
No. Oh. We'd all stay up late at night, and Jeff would, stick with the girls and laugh, and he was, one of those guys you could talk to about anything. He grew on me. So. If you had to be any animal, what would you be?
An eagle.
Why?
Because they're cool, and they fly, and they look cool.
I like koala bears.
You wouldn't want to fly?
Probably not.
How about, a shark?
No, I'd be a fish.
Why would you want to be a shark? Someone's going to kill you.
Because they're gross.
Why are they? It's a fish.
No, I'd rather be like a pretty fish. When they're pretty colors. I wouldn't want to be a monkey because they smell and they throw their poop at you. I would be a squirrel.
You could be any animal in the whole world and you'd be a squirrel?
What's wrong with the squirrel? They hang out in neighborhoods and stuff.
A squirrel?
Yeah. A squirrel or a dog. But I would want to be inside dog.
What kind of aspirations do you have for yourself?
My favorite thing about that is because I have you guys, I can't mute you guys, and so I love hearing you guys totally holding back, not laughing, hearing yourself.
I can't help it. I can't help it if they hang out in neighborhoods and stuff, though. I can't. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. I have a bunch of squirrels outside my apartment building that hang out in my neighborhood, and I think of Jordan every day when I see them.
Jeff and yesterday at that party, Jeff's mom's cousin gave me a stuffed animal, and it was a squirrel.
Oh, that's so cute. I watch squirrels differently now. I watch them play, and I'm like, Jordan's right. They've got a really good life.
But that clip alone, that to me is the reality show. I hate to say it, but I was totally fine. There are certain people, and I always talk about, because I've done a few Big Brother episodes, and I always talk about, I used to love Janelle, and so much so to where, because Janelle would spend 2 to 3 hours doing her makeup, especially on eviction episodes, and I could just sit and watch her do her makeup all day long. And I don't know why, because normally girls doing makeup totally bores me, but with Janelle, I was just fixated on it, and I loved to watch you two. You two would just sit out there on the patio, and I love who has that conversation. Like, I swear to God, anybody else would have had that conversation. If you could be an animal, what would you be? I'd be a stallion. What would you be? I'd be a dolphin. Yeah. And then, like, the conversation's over, but you guys are like, a squirrel, an eagle, a dog. I just loved it.
You gotta. It really. People don't understand. Like, they watch the show. People don't understand, like, the downtime that you have. Like, Monday through Wednesday, or Sunday through whatever it is, you have nothing to do. You can't go out. You can't do anything. So having Jordan in that house was just. I wouldn't have lasted. I would have snapped if Jordan wasn't there for sure. So just having those conversations was entertaining to me, and like you could just tell just watching that clip like how bored we both are. We're not really in that conversation, but it was entertaining having Jordan there. So. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but
I even love Jeff, just the look on your face when, like, even by the end of it, if you watch the actual clip and the look on your face, you're just like, what kind of aspirations is that? But you're like, you can't. It's so ridiculous that even you're like, you can't. Am I like? I know there's cameras on. This has got to be fake. Like, there's no way this is really happening.
Oh, Bob, there's more on there that you guys don't even know about. I won't even say it, but I should put together my own little montage of Jordan things because there's so many more that aren't out there. And I've asked people, I'm like, did you guys see this one? They're like, no. I'm like, oh, my God, I can't believe that. Like,
Can you give us one?
I'm
no,
gonna say African kangaroo.
no, it don't.
Yeah,
don't
it's
either.
Yeah, everyone keeps typing African kangaroo in the chat room.
See? Yeah, that's the one. We were laying in bed one time and obviously doing nothing, and I'm like, are you just playing like 20 questions? So I'm like, you ask questions and, guess what animal I am. So she's asking these questions like, you're from Africa? Yes. I'm like, I have a unique pattern? Okay. And it never came to the black and white part, but I'm sure most of you guys can see what I'm going for right now. I'm from Africa, I'm horse-like, and I have a unique pattern. She goes, are you a kangaroo? A kangaroo, an African kangaroo with a zebra pattern. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on in there? The hamster sometimes doesn't run fast.
Oh my God! See, but you know what's funny? We actually did all see a lot of that because the live feeds. I think you'd be amazed. Because you already got an earful from me that night that we met, so you know what a big fan I am. I'm like a piece of a fan. I mean, there are some hardcore fans that sit and they spend 24 hours a day typing play-by-play, and those people, they are dedicated is exactly what they are. And they don't miss a single word, a single fart. They don't miss a single burp, anything that you guys do. It's totally amazing.
My favorite are the people who sync up their sleep with their favorite house guest. I think that's brilliant.
Oh,
yeah. Like, they have a favorite house guest, so they sleep whenever that house guest sleeps. That's when they sleep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. But then it always makes you wonder, like, what do they do for a living? I don't know.
I know. Well, I don't know.
What were you going to say, Jordan?
You know how, like, there's some stuff they didn't show? I don't think anybody saw how much Jeff farted.
She didn't like the African kangaroo comment.
He farted all the time. Well, I did miss it after he left because I was used to him farting all the time. But
I fart like a normal person.
No, you fart. His sometimes would stink really bad because I didn't think anybody was as bad as my brother. Because my brother, I used to always tell him, oh my God, you used to have like a bacteria infection in your butt because it stinks so bad. But Jeff, I mean, he farts a lot. Right?
The peppers.
It was a hot peppers then. Or he's like, I'm not blowing up. I think the first time I ever pooted around him, he was like, I remember I did, and he's like, did you just poot? And I was like, yeah. And then he's like, and then I'm like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Because, like, I don't know, he, like, acted like he was disgusted by it. And then, but then I realized he was cool. So now we, like, fart in front of each other all the time.
Oh, then that's that. You guys are in love. You can't deny it after that moment. So, Jordan, you want to tell everybody what became of the Bears tickets?
I didn't get Jeff the Bears tickets. Instead, I paid for him to get his eyes done. He's getting LASIK eye surgery, so I paid for that.
There you go.
Nice.
And when are you getting that? Are you nervous about getting that done, Jeff?
No, I'm not really nervous. My brother got it, and I talked to a couple other people that got it, so I'm not really nervous. It's I get it done the 28th, I think, of October.
Yeah.
Real soon here.
And he said he would rather have his eyes done than.
I think it's very smart because by
by
getting your eyes done, you'll be able to watch it on TV.
There you go. I can see the game better.
Do you guys? So I know. See, these people are so in love with you that I don't think they understand that you guys really are real people. But do you guys think that you'll ever move closer together?
Yeah, possibility.
Yeah, right. Like I said, things are going good right now. We're just taking it day by day, and right now we're going back and forth enough where we see each other. But if things continue to pursue, there might come a day when one of us, obviously, if we do continue, there's going to come a day when one of us has to move and make that commitment. But like I said, right now, I don't want to jump the gun. I like the way things are, and we're having a great time with the way everything is. So, just got to take things like this day by day and enjoy the moment.
I think that's a smart thing to do.
Take your time.
Yeah, take your time. He's been holding here for a while, and he was on Big Brother 10, and he was the hunky cowboy, and I know that, Jordan, you love him. Steven, are you there?
I am here.
Steven,
What is up, guys? I've been sitting here listening to the show, absolutely just like, Bob's texting me going, I'm sorry, I'm going to get you on soon. I'm like, no, I'm loving it. You guys are incredible.
Thanks. Wait, Steven, I just want to say real quick, this is Ryan. I just want to say real quick, your no hate campaign photo is the best one I've seen.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really is good.
I'm really glad you brought that up.
Bob and I both have good ones, but yours is phenomenal.
Thank you so much. Adam Buska is amazing, and that was one of the things I didn't want to ask some typical boring questions, but one thing I wanted to ask Jeff and Jordan, while y'all are in LA, if y'all would go to Adam Buska's studio and do a no-hate photo. I know I think Kevin and Lydia did, and they would be absolutely thrilled, and I'm sure bend over backwards to work with your schedule to get a photo. And it would probably be the most adorable and cutest photo ever.
I'll do it.
You
I guess we're in.
Bob can put you in contact with them, or I can text you, Jordan, or something. But you guys would be awesome. So the other thing, I don't want to take up much time because you guys are incredible and it's all about you. You know that you both are like huge with the gay community. Jordan, just because you're just incredibly beautiful and such a sweetheart that you're just every gay man's they just love you. And Jeff, well, I mean, we all know. Nobody has to explain that one. When there was a picture of me and you had your arm around me, let me tell you, like my Twitter and my Facebook blew up. I couldn't hear enough about it from all my friends. But anyway, I had Brian and Angie do it last season, and if you guys would do it eventually, maybe after the first of the year, come to a gay rodeo. It would be incredible. I would bull ride. You guys watch me go bull riding, and you would have a great time. So if you guys would consider it, I would love it.
What makes it a gay rodeo as opposed to a regular rodeo?
There's lots of sex going on. No, it's just there's an entire gay rodeo association for people who just want to do, who don't really feel accepted at straight rodeos. But straight people go, gay people go. We love everybody. There's a lot of gay Big Brother fans, tons of gay Big Brother fans. So you guys are just major celebrities in the gay world. So just wanted to throw that out there at you guys.
I want to go. Steven, we'll ride a bull together.
I want to see it. I just want to see Jordan riding a bull.
That would be incredible. All right. Well, thank you guys. I'll let you guys get back to the show. I love you. You're incredible. Bob, give them the information on the no hate photo, and you guys take care.
I definitely will. Thanks, Steven.
Thanks, Steven.
Everyone, somebody in the chat room just said, where do they find all the gay bulls? Let's see. Jordan, do you think you're going to attend? I guess there's a charity event in Chicago. Are you going to attend that with Jeff?
Oh, I'm doing that the 24th.
No, hang on. Oh, he's doing it on the 24th. No, I didn't.
We might have some.
I didn't get an invite.
Well, no. Get out of here! You didn't get an invite. We might have something coming up that weekend. She might be in town for that, but actually, I've never even discussed. Sometimes I lose track of my schedule, but I remember I have that the 24th. I think that is.
Yeah, I didn't know.
It's a Saturday. And but yeah, if she wants to come in, she's more than welcome. I have an extra ticket. You want to come, Jordan?
Yeah.
All right, she's coming.
Sorry, I'm. You don't even want to know what I'm doing right now. I'm texting. I'm trying to keep up with the chat room, trying to go through these 20 pages of questions and find questions that won't bore all the people in the chat room. What about you? Where's your questions, Ryan? What'd you get?
I feel like actually you did good research because the fans got all of my main questions in, and I obviously asked my question that my fans wanted me to ask Jeff. But I know what I did want to ask, and it's only fair because you asked Jordan. But Jeff, would you consider? And I saw this I didn't come up with this myself. I saw it in the chat room earlier. Would you consider posing for Playgirl?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Why not?
I wish I had something clever to say, but
I think no. I think that.
I like that that you just put no.
So this is from Gabriel. Let's see. Everyone wants to know: are you still in touch with Natalie, and what are your feelings towards her? Several people have been asking that.
She texted us the other day and about something about her wedding still. I think she's still getting married if we could come, but I don't know what my schedule looks like in the future, so I haven't talked to her on the phone, just through text message. Casey's really the only one I keep in touch with. Russell I talk to here and there. Michelle, she just texted us the other day. Actually, we got to call her. We're out here, so we're probably gonna meet up with Michelle out here.
Braden, yeah,
and Russell I know is in San Francisco, but we're probably gonna give him a call while we're out here, and we're actually gonna go see Casey at the beginning of November. We don't have a date set yet, but we're gonna go out and see Casey. So still keep in touch with almost everybody, but like I said, when the show ended, if people wanted to keep in touch with me, I don't know, I can't speak for Jordan. I was more than willing, but people just go their own ways in life, and everybody doesn't have to like everybody, but I was more than willing, and we'll see where things go from here with everybody.
I love these questions. How many cardboard cylinders are there in the green room?
Ooh, you know that.
Cardboard.
The cylinders, the holes.
Oh my God, I forgot. It was
455.
No. Yeah, was it? Yeah, 400.
455, I think, is what we got.
Yeah.
And how many brown glass bottles?
Oh, yeah.
38.
Ooh, and how many plastic bottles?
How many plastic bottles?
102.
Yeah.
Oh no, the bottoms that was on the bottom. There was 102 glass bottles.
Yeah. Wasn't it 200 and something?
No, it's 455 was. Oh man, I forgot. We're evicted.
I just thought they were hilarious because I don't even have the answers to them, so I don't even know. But I love that you guys still have it in your minds. If you guys were asked to,
how close we were.
Yeah, we took the time and counted it. There were like 595 silver cans.
Oh yeah.
I love this question. This is from doesn't have the person's name. My question is, if you were granted another coup d'etat right now outside of the house to change anything currently in your life, what would it be?
Ooh. Who's that for? I'll let Jordan think.
Both. It's for both of you. What's the one thing that you would change if you had the coup d'etat power right now?
Oh man.
I'd have a lot more frequent flyer miles, so I didn't have to pay for flights. No, I think for me personally,
Cute answer.
Me personally, I can't even complain. Life's good right now. Like I said, I know it's gonna get back to normal real quick, but just the 15 minutes of whatever it is that I'm experiencing, I'm really soaking it up. I know I'm breaking in here on 14 minutes, but I'm just gonna enjoy my last minute over here. So life's good for me right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't change anything either, because everything I mean, everything's gone good so far.
Would you guys, would either of you do Big Brother All-Stars?
I don't know if I would or not. I need a break, maybe like a 2-year break. I don't even know if I'd be that good at All-Stars. I don't think I would be. Maybe if they changed it up and you could do like a couples All-Star, I would do it.
Oh, I like a couples All-Star. That would be good.
That'd be really good, actually. Showman's All-Stars?
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody goes in the house?
That would be good. I don't know, it was so stressful in the house. I just, and, the way I describe it is, it was kind of like, for me, it was like a nervous feeling all the time. Like when you're worried about something, that's kind of how you feel in the house all the time, and I don't want to feel like that for a while. So I'd probably need like a 2-year break.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
So Shannon Elizabeth just sent me a text for you guys saying, tell them hi and to call me if they come to New York. She's in New York for the next couple months. And some Twitter people have told her that they don't understand how to read reply tweets, so we should teach. Yes, so since you guys are here in LA, we're going to do a nice Twitter tutorial because especially with you, Jordan, you've only sent one Twitter since the night we set it up. Because everybody, they're asking, somebody keeps asking if there's a P.O. box that you guys can have fan mail to, but I think that's what having Twitter is for, don't you? It's like keeping in touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we'll give you a Twitter tutorial. Are you guys setting up anything that's any kind of like P.O. box where if people want to send you stuff or send you fan mail?
No.
Don't give your home address.
Yeah, I know, not our home address, but I never even thought about setting up a P.O. box. If that's something somebody wants, I mean, I think we could do that. Like, it's weird because, like, I get people are like, man, you better answer this or something on Facebook, and I haven't even got to my Facebook. Like, I just recently got to it, and they're like, people are mad because you're not answering, and my MySpace, I don't even know the password before I shut that down. So I try to get, now I just got on my Facebook, and I just randomly pick, 10 people a day, and I answer just 10 questions. So I'm trying to get back as much as I can. Things have just been hectic right now, but maybe something like that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know how many – it kind of seems – I don't know. Never mind. You go.
And my friend set me up a Facebook, and – you know how you have to individually accept everyone? And I'm trying to learn how to do all this. I don't even know how to write a message on the wall. People are trying to show me how to do it. And, I had, 2,000-something requests, so I'm trying to hit accept. And then I get down, I feel like I'm getting close to maybe, it being over, and I'm accepting everyone. And then all of a sudden I look back up, and I have, 200 more people that already requested. So a lot of people – it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's that I'm just keep hitting accept, and it's taking me hours to do. So and I've been busy, so I haven't really been able to do that. And I haven't even really been on that either. So I'm working on it. So people got to be patient. We both are.
Okay. Well, like I said, Shannon and I would love to help you however you need, whatever help you need, because we want to. Everyone wants to be able to stay in touch with you guys because you guys are so much fun.
Bob, I've got to cut in real quick and let you know that I unfortunately have to jump off because I've got to go to work. I got to go to work at my Musical Mondays tonight.
No, as you should. And it's funny because I was just getting ready to say I think that we're going to wind it up here. I'm thinking I have all these people on hold. I think I might take another call. Ryan, go have fun tonight. Thank you for doing this with me.
Thanks for having me. Jeff and Jordan, it was so nice to meet you guys over the phone, and maybe while you guys are here in LA, maybe Bob will let me know where you guys are at, and I can come meet you guys.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for being the best summer entertainment I've had in a long time. And Bob, thanks for having me. I love the Bob Show. Have me on anytime.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ryan.
Bye, guys.
Bye. I know everyone's so sad because we really are coming into the show. I always do. This is one. We're going to do two final things, and then we'll say goodnight. The first one is I always do a joke of the episode. So I have people text me their jokes throughout the day, and I pick the 3 that I like, and then you guys are going to choose the winner. And then I think we'll take 1 or 2 phone calls, and we'll call it a night. They really want to know what you're doing in LA. What are you guys doing in LA for the week? You just are here. You came for the Reality Awards, right?
Yeah, well, we wanted to get here in time to do your show. Well, we could have did that anywhere, but we wanted to do that. We had that planned for today, the reality show for tomorrow, and Jordan hasn't even seen LA. I used to live here for a couple of years, and I didn't get a chance last time we were out here right after the show with everything being so hectic. So I just figured we'd stay till the weekend, so I could show her a little bit, like just different things in LA. And I have friends out here from when I used to live here, and definitely going fishing while I'm out here. That's my main priority.
Fishing in Los Angeles?
I go off Redondo. I go fishing out, like sports fishing. So me and my buddies do that every time I'm in town. Hit up the Grove a little bit. We always do that. So we kind of have a little tradition of what the things that we do out here, and maybe to show Jordan some of those things.
I want to come when you go fishing. I'll bring my camera.
Oh, you're gonna love it, man. We're gonna do that for sure. If you want to come for real, you're in. I'm
totally for real. I
used to boat out. It's awesome.
I used to fish when I was like 6 or 7.
Oh.
Okay.
There's a bar out there too, Bob, so you can just drink.
Oh, then I'm definitely in. Okay, really quickly. So these are the 3 jokes for the day. You guys get to pick the winner. The first one is from Elizabeth, 7286, and she writes, "Where do you find a dog with no legs?"
Where?
Right where you left him, unless you put him on a hill when he rolls.
All right.
Okay, this one's from Star Twin. What is Snoop Dogg's favorite weather condition?
What?
Drizzle. See, these are the kind of jokes I love. I know. That's why I love this part. And Rosaries writes, this is specifically for Jeff and Jordan. How do you catch a squirrel?
How?
Climb a tree and act like a nut. Yep. I don't write them. I just read them.
Well, what are you going for?
Oh, man. I like 2 and 3. They were all good. Which one do you like the best?
I'm going to go with Snoop Dogg.
I know. I like Snoop Dogg, too.
I do, too. The drizzle. Star Twin, you just won. I don't know what you won, but you just won something. Okay, so let's. I have pretty much someone from just about every state. Pick a state, and I'll let you know if we can take a call from that state. That's how many people are on hold. Which one?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. There's Maryland. Oh no, there's a Massachusetts. Look at that. Okay.
Hello?
Oh, hang on.
Hello?
Massachusetts, you're on the line.
Is that me?
What's up?
Yes.
Me?
What's that?
Oh, hi.
Hi, who is this?
This is Anne-Marie from Boston. Oh, my God.
You're from Boston?
From Boston, huh?
That's what I was hoping. I wanted to get a little Boston accent, so drag the accent a little bit.
I will. By the way, July 14th at 6 p.m., July 14th at 6 p.m. is when you look at Jordan and say, hey, I think we'd be a pair. You have to go back and read on the 14th at 6 p.m.
All right.
Okay, and the tributes, you should look at, they have one tribute, excellent, with Jordan in it. And, Jordan, don't get Botox. When you were talking.
Don't do Botox.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get Botox.
No, she was talking to Michelle because I've been going through my withdrawals. So I have the flash recorder, and every morning I watch the tributes, and I've been watching all the flashbacks. So this is really a treat. I can't believe I'm really talking to you.
Yeah, she's 22.
I only wanted it in my forehead because my forehead's kind of wrinkled.
No, you don't. No. I said Botox. I've been trying to Twitter you and say, no way. No, don't do that. And you go on the reality awards, and if you want to see what you want to wear on the reality awards, they have them on the internet, and they all wear very sparkly. But a black dress would be beautiful.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, because that's what I've been checking all this out for you.
If we come to Boston, can we stay with you?
Yes. Oh, for sure.
We got to work on my Boston accent.
My husband's here. I've been waiting 2 hours with my arm going. I don't think they're going to take my arm.
Well, we took your call, and we're running short on time, so I want to try and take a couple more calls.
I just think you're wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have fun tomorrow.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
I love that she's screaming on the other end.
I love her accent.
No, I know. Wasn't that that was a really good accent. Let's see. Let's see. What do we have in New Jersey? New Jersey will give us a good accent. New Jersey.
Oh, I like New Jersey.
New Jersey, you're on the line.
Hello.
Hi, you're on with Jeff and Jordan.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize.
What's going on, Jersey?
Nothing. I didn't even know that listening to it on the phone that I'd be able to talk to you guys.
You can. You have. We're giving you 30 seconds. So what do you want to say?
It was a good Jersey
I just want to say you guys made my summer. I can't even believe I'm talking to you right now.
Oh, thanks. I agree.
I've seriously never even done like the live feeds or Showtime After Dark or anything. And this whole summer I watched constantly. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you so much for listening. I'm just going to keep trying. I want to try because we got to go, so I want to take as many calls as we can.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye. Let's see what's going on down in the state of Texas. Are you Texas? You're on the line? Hello, Texas. So long. He's gone. How about East? How about East Virginia?
Okay.
East Virginia, you're on the line. See, I think they panicked too.
How about in Illinois? Some of my friends were calling in. Maybe we could grab one of them by chance.
Yeah, we have a South Illinois.
All right, that's Jordan's grandparents.
Yeah.
You think?
Oh, I don't
know.
They're from there.
They're Southern Illinois in a small town called Shawneetown.
Southern Illinois, you're on the line.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up?
Am I on the line?
You're on.
You're on.
Oh Lord, you guys made my summer. All I do is sit home. I have a disease and can't leave the house, and you guys made my summer. That's all I got to tell you guys, and you try to make it. I'm 44 and I'm dying, and you too. You try to make it because you only get one chance in life.
Well,
so just make sure. I saw something in the two of you, and don't get that big head.
Oh, that's great advice for Jordan.
Yeah. You made my day, yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah, you're
I
right.
know it. I know every joke you have, and I know every joke she has, and I know when you mean something. I know when you don't. That's how much I know you. I watch you day and night.
Wow. Well, thank you for watching, and thanks for the advice. You know, it's true what you say.
Yeah. You don't have much time, and that you made it for me.
Well, thank you so much for calling in, and now we're going to give him a little more pressure to stay together because I'm on your side.
That's right. Go for it, y'all.
Thank you for calling.
You. Okay, I'm right by your parents or your grandparents.
You what?
I'm by your family. I'm right by your family.
You live in Shawneetown?
Yeah. I'm right beside it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
that's
if you
awesome.
ever come down here, look me up. I'm on Holman Lake.
Okay.
All right.
There
Bye,
you go.
y'all.
She will. Thanks for calling in.
Bye.
Okay, we'll do one more from Chicago.
Okay.
Let's go.
I know. I think this poor switchboard cannot handle this. Trying to do one more from Chicago. Chicago, can you hear me? No.
Is there North Carolina?
There's a South Carolina.
Okay.
Go for it.
But I can't get either. I can't get either one to. We might just be done taking calls, and that might just be all there is to it. Yeah, I think that's it.
Don, where are you? We know it's watching.
Watching?
Listening.
I think they're watching.
I know.
Cool. Now, have you guys heard about this photo shoot with Phil Allen?
No. Did we meet Phil?
I think you met Phil Allen when you were in Vegas because Yeah, he's a photographer who's shot a lot of Big Brother people, and apparently he would like to shoot you. So the information has been sent to me, and I will get that to you. Are you guys going back to your jobs? Yes. You're already back at your jobs, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Right now, kind of. Right now, we've barely
been home.
Yeah, we've barely been home, so I didn't want to go back and then be requesting off a lot. But I mean, I've already talked to my managers, and they already said I can come back anytime.
Well, then there you go. Okay, I think I've got it. This is a part of the show where I have to just close down the chat room because otherwise I get too distracted. And I'm trying to please and accommodate everyone. That's what nobody understands. Is I try so hard. You guys, first of all, I can't thank you enough. I know that I'm definitely speaking on my behalf, but for I know everybody that has been so crazy and excited all day long to get to sit and listen to you guys and talk to you guys. You guys really did make it a really fun summer, and I'm excited that I even get to know you guys now beyond just through the TV screen. So I'm looking forward to that. Because like we talked that night, it's so bizarre because I know everything about you guys, and you guys know just a little bit about me, but it's probably better that way. But thank you guys so much for, I'm beyond honored that you guys are doing my show right now, and this has been fun. Do you guys absolutely? Do you guys have any closing remarks? This is your chance to speak to everybody who voted for you for the coup d'etat, for America's favorite player, for just everything that this. I want to give you a chance to talk to everybody.
Well, me personally, I thank everyone. Every chance I get, I can't thank you guys enough for the votes and. Just for the coup d'etat votes, I would have never been in a game that long. And I've said it a million times. And thanks for the votes at the end. I didn't even know there was an America's player. And you guys, obviously got me that money. So thank you again for that. And just thanks for everyone with the positive feedback. It's tough. It hasn't been tough on us at all, so I can't even speak how it is for other people, but it's been
Can you imagine being Shima?
I don't know.
I'm kidding. Keep going. I said I wouldn't say anything bad, but seriously, could you even imagine being Shima?
I'm sure everyone's got their ups and downs, but I couldn't imagine. But, it's been overwhelming. The feedback has been great, and I really appreciate it, and all the positive comments, and when people see us, just everything positive that they have to say. It's been awesome, and everyone's been it's just been awesome. Words can't even describe it. So it's been great, and I just want to thank everybody for that.
I want to thank everyone for voting for me and finale night when I had America's vote. That was awesome, and everybody's been so nice, and to all the fans. I don't know. I'm still kind of just overwhelmed by everything. I think it's awesome, and I don't know. I just want to thank everyone. And everyone
well, everyone wants you just to keep twittering because, that's why we pushed you to do it that night because it sounds so silly, but it's such a great way, to keep in touch.
Tell everyone I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn everything. So
yeah, Bob, you're gonna have to teach her how to do this, man. So there's no tears in the hotel room for not getting on Twitter over here.
I promise I will. Definitely, we'll get together here in the next couple of days, and but just everybody wants you guys just to keep in touch. And anytime you want to come back and do another chat, I'm right here, and we'll do another chat, and we'll do once every couple months and make sure that everybody is able to keep in touch. Because that's the thing, everybody. You guys, that's the end. There's a pro and con, and the con is that everybody wants to follow along because they fell in love with you guys as you guys were falling in love with each other. So it's a rare moment because it wasn't just some slutty showmance. It was something real and fun. So everybody wants to see how it shows up.
Well, that'd be awesome, man. We'd love to come back, Bob.
Yes. Well, anytime. I'm going to say goodbye, and, we'll chat later and soon, and I'm just going to say my goodbyes.
All right, Bob. Well, it's been a pleasure, man, and thanks again to everybody for listening and all that. And
thanks, Bob. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
We're going to do a little bit of drinking here in L.A.
Drinking and fishing. I'm totally in.
Bob, thanks, man.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
I will talk.
And thank you everybody else who tuned in tonight and is listening. And this was an overwhelming show. I got to tell you, I cannot believe everybody today, and the fact that you guys have been in the chat room since 10 a.m. this morning, and some of you literally have stayed in the chat room all day long. So I hope you guys come back. Julie Brown, who I'm really excited about, is on next Monday's show. That would be the redheaded Julie Brown from Clueless and Earth Girls Are Easy, and she's just hilarious, and I'm excited to have her next week. So there's that. Debbie Gibson's up in 2 weeks. These are fun. I know it's not Jeff and Jordan, but maybe I'll get Jeff and Jordan to call in and do segments. I don't know. We'll think of something fun. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. It's thebobshow.com. I only do this because it's a dream and a passion of mine, and the fact that so many of you are tuning in. I know you didn't tune in for me, but maybe one or two of you will come back, and that's all I ask for. So have a really great week, everyone. Do something nice for somebody else, and thanks for being part of The Baub Show.
B is for Bob, A is for all right, U is for uncontrollable, B is for bizarre. Put it together and what have you got? B